Hello everybody, this is Heidi again with Pixel and Purpose. I just want to do a quick craft today. I made this shaker card last night and made a lot of mistakes and it's crooked, so I wanted to remake the video. It's very simple, you don't need a lot of things. I'm using things I have around the house. I used just a base, a standard base, and insert. This piece of plastic is from one of my sticker packs that I got for stamping. I used just regular cardstock. I've put double-sided tape on already so it could go quick. I used some dies that I got from a Temu order that I ordered a bundle of random 100 dies, and it came with some really cute things. So I'm using the flowers, these flowers, and this word die. So I'm going to do this really simple. I also have, I'm using probably this pink and silver confetti, which is really all I have for confetti. I'm going to zoom this out just a bit. It's kind of close, isn't it? Okay. I hope that's better. I'm zooming out. Okay, I'm going to use some of these little sparkle gems and glue. I used scissors and I used my little pick tool from my Cricut. Whoops, sorry, my washer just finished. I did use my cutting mat. I didn't score, I just folded, but I did use my cutting mat. It was, but you could use, I could have used scissors to cut it. And then this pad of paper, which I have had probably for, I don't know how long, many years. So I'm not sure where I got this. It's just bright colored cardstocks. So I'm going to pull out just even a bit more. I hope that glare is not too bad. I'm in the kitchen, so the lighting's not the best. I bought that pad of paper when we got my daughter a Cricut for Christmas, probably 15 years ago. It's an Explorer Air 2, the first year they came out. And she never got into it. She loves crafting, but she does more knitting and crocheting. So I'm going to do the card this way this time. So I think that first I'm going to lay out my word. I actually put the word inside the shaker thing, and it catches up a little bit, but it's not too bad. So I don't think it matters if it's exactly centered in there, but we're going to put this, make sure that's the way it goes. Yeah. So I'm going to glue my word down real quick. I have some lint. I'm not sure why. I've got a little Swiffer pad over here. My glue is stuffed up. I'm going to have to refill my glue. Yeah, it goes this way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Glue it down. I got a microphone. I hope that it works better. I was getting a lot of background noise from something. I guess just a fan, and this doesn't have to be exactly centered. I don't care if it's a little off-centered, as long as it's kind of straight. And this isn't for anybody. This is my learning. I'm learning this from Lisa's Stamp Studio. That's who I watched this project. And of course, I forgot my tweezers. They're in the living room, in my designated craft spot in there. I don't have a craft room. Our children are in their 30s, but their rooms are upstairs, and I don't want to go upstairs away from, everything just to craft. I like being a part of the scene. So my office is in the dining room and my craft area is in the living room. but it's easier to come here to the table where I have a little bit more space in the kitchen. Okay. Let's see. This goes here like this. This is really cute word dye. It's got a little, I've got a little sliver of paper there. I don't know if that's common, if they leave like your dyes. Maybe it's the type of paper I'm using. It's probably old and not the best. But speaking of best, now I got to try to line this little word up with those rest of the words. I'm just really loving this. I hope this one turns out better. I'm adding one extra color of flower to this one as well. So I always end up with some glue on my fingers. I think I may ink the edges of my card too. Take a little trick from my junk journaling. So let's try and line this one up. That's pretty close. I don't want this video to be super long. Okay, so now I have got some cute, I have blue flowers. I don't know that I'll use all of the flowers, but let's see. We'll see how it looks. Got some blue flowers. Okay, last night when I tried to make a video on this, I got confetti all over myself and all over the place. And then I cut out a couple of pink flowers. And I'm going to put some little gems in the center. What do you think? Do a few pink flowers too. Maybe put a pink flower there, pink flower there. So that's why you see confetti laying everywhere, is because I made such a mess last night. It was really kind of funny. Okay, I'm going to call that good. I hope that looks good. Oh, there went a star. Luckily, I'm using the same confetti. I'll be back. You know, I had glitter all over my house from my daughter for years after she moved out and got married and all that sad things. But I finally got all the glitter cleaned up after years, and then now I have this confetti all over the place. It's funny how things come back around. I really do appreciate all of the crafters that put videos out to help people. I really never thought of paper crafting until I started watching, well, I think Treasure Books and Positively Paper Craft may have been the first two that I really started watching, and they really got me excited about trying this out. So I will continue to get better. I do sew, I do leather work, and the cutting machine I'm using is the Sizzix Big Shot Plus. My husband got it for me for Christmas. If you haven't watched my other videos, I talked about it on there. I asked for the 9-inch one, not knowing that I probably didn't need it. I probably could have done with like a little mini one, but I didn't know. So anyways, I got the big one and I love it. And it embosses leather so well. So well. I really haven't, I don't really use faux leather, or never have used faux leather. So I don't know about embossing faux leather, but the real leather I use is, it does really well, the embossing leather. So if anybody, which I don't know why I put that dotted glue there, if anybody embosses leather, I think this is the last one. This may be a little longer video than I meant it to be. Hopefully not. I tried to prep everything ahead of time. Okay, so there's those. Now for the, did I miss that petal? I don't think I got enough glue on that petal. There we go. For the centers of these, I put these little gems in. I'm very awkward putting these in. Please excuse me. I don't have one of those tools. So I will probably just try to use my fingers mostly. Of course, I get it to the side of the glue. Okay, that's all right. I like that idea of using the recycled little bag and having things on hand to use. I use a lot of cardboard with my, sorry, I know this looks awkward. I use a lot of recycled cardboard from Amazon boxes and stuff for my making boxes when I do things with Positively Papercraft. So let's try this. I'm going to try this one on this pink. Instead of buying like just chipboard, I try to use what I have because, you know, Amazon, you get a ton of packaging. I'm gonna have to go with a little bit bigger one. Oh, they stick on there pretty good. Look at that. That's good. That's good to know. I can just use my, I may not need one of those picker tools. It'd be handy. And I can tell you that the confetti does get stuck up on the flowers, on these beads really well. And it sticks in the words too, but not horribly. I mean, it's a little bit, but it's okay. Ooh, nice. Hope I'm in the camera good. One more blue, and then we'll do 2 pinks, and then we're ready to stuff with confetti. Let's do another little one. Okay. I tell you, another thing is I don't know how you all keep your spaces so lint-free and clean and neat. I guess though, being in the kitchen, you know, I get the whole, well, it's just Greg and I, but we are in the kitchen a lot. We have a channel together that's about artifact hunting. So this is my rainy day kind of crafts. And then of course I work, but whenever we can, when the weather's nice, we go out and look for artifacts on our farm. So we don't go, you know, anywhere, anybody else's land or anything like that. We just look for them on our farm. So it's fun. We did do a kind of a craft one. We did repairing an arrowhead, which I think is not right. I think you keep them like you find them. And Greg just wanted to try repairing one. So we did do that. Okay, now, moment of truth. We are going to try to do this I'm going to do this a little differently than I did last night. Of course, I have to leave one part open to pour the stuff in, and I need to try to leave it a little bit loose so that I can get some in, enough in. But I am going to kind of fold the corners down first and just leave. I'm going to see if this works. I don't know that it'll work. I don't want to bend my card up, but I'm going to try to do the corners first. We'll see how it turns out. I've never done this one before, or like this before. So you may know ahead of time that this won't work, but I do not. Okay. We are almost done. So I'm going to do these corners, then I'm going to try to do 2 sides, see if it works. This may be a total failure as well. If you don't see this video, it's because this is a failure. Okay, there's that. So I'm going to do this long side. Fold it in. That's not looking too bad. I'm going to do this long side. I've got glue on my fingers. I'm sorry. It's getting on the paper. I'm going to fold this long side in. Make sure it's still pretty loose. Oh, it is. That's fine. Okay, now I'm going to so I'm going to fold one of the ends in. And I think that'll work good. Okay, except I've got stuff on it. I better cap my glue for a minute. This stuff doesn't dry up real bad, but my top gets all gooey. Okay, now here's where it gets fun for me. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of silver. I have it well contained here now. And I'm just using a measuring spoon. I'm gonna put a little bit of silver in here. There it goes. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more of the pink. If I can get it open. A little bit more of the pink. I'm gonna do a half teaspoon of the pink. That's a quarter. Whoops. I'm going through this pink like crazy. And it's a half. It's got like dolphins and shells and all kinds of cool stuff in it. Let's see if that's gonna be enough. I'm gonna fold that down and hold it. What do you think? Do I need more? I think that's good. I think that's gonna be good. Okay, now then let's fold this last piece down. And it does shake, so I'm happy with that. It's not too tight, but it's neater than the first one I made. Okay, so let's fold this side down. All right, so we've got that all folded down and secure. Put that out of the way. Get my trash here. My extra bits of confetti to the side. Oh, that's pretty. What do you think? Using recycled plastic. Okay, so now here is my card base. And I have to get this on here straight. So, let me see. I am gonna, I suppose I am going to try to glue this. I think I'm going to try to see if this glue will work. You can leave me in the comments, does glue work on this? I'm not even sure glue works really good on this plastic. I don't know. I'll try it. Tape may be a better option here. It seems to work really well with tape, but just to make things a little quicker, I'm going to glue it down so we can see what it looks like. I know the center piece won't have any trouble, but I don't know about these. Get a little glue under the edges of those. Okay, that's plenty of glue. Plenty of glue. Okay, let me try and line this up kind of straight. I need to have my T-square. If I used my T-square, I could get this exact, but I don't have that in here either. Luckily, this will slide around though, won't it? A little bit, because it is on plastic. But I think that looks pretty straight. It's a little more to the bottom than the top. But I'm going to leave that way. It's there. That's how it is. What do you think? I could put a piece of white in here. I don't have any stamped sentiments yet, but I think I may take a page out of junk journaling and ink my corners a little bit. But that turned out really pretty. I like that one better than my first attempt. Try to get the glare off of it. This was I have more in that one. It's pretty. It's crooked though on there. But yeah, one of each. So thank you. I'm sorry this turned out so long, but I appreciate you watching, and consider liking, subscribing, sharing. I'll put what things I have. I don't have a link for the Temu stuff. Whatever I use from Amazon, I'll put a link to that, and of course that's recycled. So, but have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye.